let me start off brutally honest. And this is no way an offense to anybody who went to this game and seen the pitch at Independence Park. No way that I'm going to be not honest about this. And forgive me. And I'm only expressing my opinions. That might be the worst pitch I've ever seen in the history of soccer. I'm sorry. It's so bad. First off, the seats look like they're pretty outside. I think this is meant to be a Olympic track stadium that you can convert it to multi-purpose stadiums, which is cool. But the issue is the seats far away from the action, right? And this is one of those high school type of situation in the U.S. as well. But probably the worst thing about this is the fact that the pitch, for a couple of things, one is in poor condition, and number two, the pitch is just really small. It's a really small pitch. You can barely get some room on the outside to make something happen. It kind of has that vibe with NYCFC. And the thing is with this one is that you have a lot of space. You have a lot of space to even convert something into more of a bigger field. NYCFC, they play at a baseball stadium, so their pitch is going to be small. Why is this one small? I don't know. And I think, worst of all, the pitch itself is in a poor condition. So I'm worried that the ball continuously move or more in the injuries. And unfortunately, we have an injury in this one that he wound up not continuing. So that kind of sucks. Other than that, it was pretty good. We saw MESSI return late. Not that late, but he returns. What I want to say the 53rd minute. He replaces Suarez. Enough, and I don't want to talk about that quite yet. I want to start from the beginning. But anyway, first half, it starts off with Cavalier. And Cavalier started off pretty good, but Inter Miami dominates possession pretty much for the rest of the game. Dwayne Allen tries to get one in off the corner, but that was wide. That was definitely wide. Then Inter Miami gets some possession, a lot of possession time. After that, Cavalier misses close range to the right. At the 8th minute, a couple minutes later, Suarez nearly gets one in, but he misses to the right. Corner kick for Inter Miami that was saved from the Falcone shot. I mean, that was a nice header by Falcone, and I'm just kind of surprised he was robbed from that. Busquets gets a shot on target, and that didn't go into the back of net. That was stopped there by Cavalier's goalkeeper. And then this is a situation where I'm afraid of, especially with the poor pitch conditions. A non-contact injury from David Ruiz. It looked like a hamstring problem, so he had to be subbed off, not risking it no more. And I just have a bad feeling he's going to be out for a little bit with the hamstring problem. I just hope this hamstring problem is nothing serious, and he could play. And he could play on Sunday, which is very doubtful. But at the very least, I hope he plays next week. So anyway, Camachi replaces Ruiz. Busquets wins the free kick, and from the cross to Suarez to Sogavia, but he misses to the right, and that was close. That was close right there. Suarez gets blocked. That would have been a really good goal. That would have been an absolutely great goal, but he gets blocked. And Camachi, a little bit after that, from the corner, from the bottom left to the bottom left corner, assisted by Alba, but he was robbed by Cavalier's goalkeeper, Camachi. He was robbed. Couple of corner kicks later for Inter Miami, didn't go anywhere. Suarez gets blocked in the 30th minute. That Sogavia gets blocked in the center of the box. Corner kick for Inter Miami. Suarez gets blocked as well. They're blocking shots, Cavalier. They're playing defensive ball. They really are playing defensive ball. And Inter Miami is smothering them with offense. Another corner kick, and Suarez, actually I already said that. Redondo, who's making a start in this one, He misses outside to the right. And in the 35th minute, Allende gets fouled in the box. That's a penalty. Penal time. And Luis Suarez will take the opportunity to get one into the back of the net. And he was able to get one into the bottom right corner for Inter Miami. He takes the lead, makes it 1-0 Inter Miami in this game over Cavalier. His second goal in this matchup against Cavalier. Because the first one he had a second goal. He gets his first goal of the game here. 3-0 in aggregation. And it's only a matter of time now. And considering the way how Inter Miami played against Cavalier, it's only a matter of time before Inter Miami advances to the quarterfinals. But we got to get through this game. And then I think the one goal now with this game is it should just get through this game without any serious injuries. And now finally, a shot attempt from Cavalier. Richard King, he misses to the left from that shot. Corner kick for Inter Miami 4 minutes later, which was blocked from that Luis Suarez shot. That would have been a spectacular goal as well. That would have been awesome. But he just couldn't get one into the back of the net. 3 minutes of stoppage. Corner kick for Inter Miami. Allende nearly gets one in, but he just missed it to the right. And first half ends. Miami completely dominated the first half. I mean, I'll say this too. It felt slow. The game felt slow at first. Because, the way how the pitch is and the ball just not being a friend to either team, really. Either it keeps going or it keeps stopping. It just felt boring. The half kind of felt boring to me. And also, too, I'm watching the Panther game as well, so I'm like... Anyway, though, 50th minute after the second half starts, Kamashi gets robbed by Cavalier's goalkeeper. There will be a corner kick for Cavalier. I think that's the first corner kick of the game. Richard King gets blocked from the corner, from the cross from Dwayne Allen. So he gets robbed there. 52nd minute, Suarez, he misses from 35 yards out to the right. And now we can talk about substitutions. And one being only the GOAT, MESSI. He comes in to replace Suarez. And Yannick Bright comes in to replace Busquets. And MESSI immediately makes the impact, but he just missed it to the left. Messi's first shot attempt in a week and a half, and he just missed it to the left against Cavalier. So at least if there's any consolation, the folks in that stadium they wanted to see. They also wanted to see the GOAT play, which will also mean that the horn gets louder. And I didn't even go over this in the beginning of the game. It's another thing that I wanted to a little bit of a complaint about. I forgot I mentioned this. The horn, the 2010 World Cup horn, it was playing, it was sounding the horn all game long. That's annoying. I actually felt incredibly annoyed that I almost wanted to mute the TV. I was going to mute the TV, mute the audio. The Vuvuzela horn, the fact that it played the entire match, and not to mention it got just a bit louder when MESSI came on, that's tedious. Sorry, that's terrible. I am so sorry that I have to complain about that, but it's honestly the truth. I'm sorry, I didn't like it. Anyway, after MESSI came on, MESSI missed it. There was a handball by Kamashi. Nothing crazy there. A substitution. Stein comes in for San Milan for Cavalier. So Gavin wins the free kick. There'll be a corner kick for Cavalier, which a little bit after that there was an injury to Dwayne Allen, but he was able to continue through the game. He was able to continue through some parts of the game, so thankfully he's not hurt. Another substitution for Cavalier. Avaray comes in for Redgers, if I said it right. Corner kick for Cavalier in the 67th minute. That went nowhere. I think that was blocked from Stein, 6 yards out. Offside for Cavalier. Avaray now gets one in, but that was saved by Usteri, and Usteri might end up getting his only save of the game at the 74th minute. A couple more substitutions for Inter Miami. Aviles comes in for Jordi Alba, which that's a right move. I mean, there was that injury scare for Alba early in the game, which thankfully he was able to play through until the 75th minute. And Morales comes in for Cavalier. Save those guys for the match against Atlanta. Oh, God. Then the next one, Santiago Morales, making almost the immediate impact. He gets blocked. And then the only yellow card of the game came from the foul against Allende from Richard King. And that hand gesture like this to the referee is what pretty much sealed it. He gets booked for a yellow. And frustration kind of boiled on for Cavalier. And from the next 10 minutes, it was kind of stale. It was kind of a stale 10 minutes. Then there will be a couple of minutes of stoppage time. There will be a corner kick for Inter Miami. That went nowhere. And then with the through ball, that was just a beautiful through ball from Morales. Of course, you have to end this off with a MESSI goal. MESSI scores against Cavalier. Welcome back, Lionel Messi. Welcome back. Second goal in the CONCACAF of the season. And he scores against Cavalier in Jamaica, by the way. From my knowledge, this is first time ever playing soccer or football in the country of Jamaica. He played in a lot of countries, not Jamaica. So I'm glad the folks there was able to get to see him play and got to watch him score a goal. But extremely late goal at the 92nd minute of stoppage, which was almost clock said 92 minutes in, which would have ended the game. And he scores just before that clock hit 92. So he scored right at the death. And of course he would do that. And some people call it scripted. Can't believe him for saying that it's scripted. It felt scripted. But nonetheless, he gets the goal. And if it wasn't game, set, and match already, that is clearly game, set, and match right now. Not that it would have mattered, because we had a 3-0 aggregation lead. This one would make it a 4-0 aggregation lead. And this game ends 2-0 against Cavalier. Really good performance by Inter Miami. A couple of injury scares completely dominated Cavalier. The champs. 6 shots on target for Inter Miami. 2 of them were able to get one into the back of the net. One which was a penalty goal from Suarez and a stoppage time goal from Messi. Only 1 shot on target from Cavalier in the 74th minute. 5 shot attempts for Cavalier. 19 shot attempts for Inter Miami. Actually, let me you know what? Let me skip that number for real quick. 1 yellow card only with Richard King late in the game. Now let's go back. 11 fouls from Cavalier and 9 fouls from Inter Miami. I reversed. I kind of had to. I had no choice but to reverse it because I don't want to say. I really, there's a rule, my rule, where you never want to say those 2 numbers in that particular order. So if you know what I'm talking about, please understand why I'm not going to say that number, because that is one of the worst days in history, man. Now then, with 9 corner kicks for Inter Miami, 4 corner kicks for Cavalier, 4 saves from Cavalier, and 1 save from Usteri. And Inter Miami advanced pretty easily against Cavalier FC. And our quarterfinal matchup, I believe right now, is LAFC. LAFC, our first ever MLS opponents. Did you know that? I know it. I knew it because it happened on March 1st, 2020. March 1st. We played at Los Angeles. I think it's called BMO Fields, if I'm not mistaken. I actually saw that stadium with my own eyes. In fact, it's actually right next to the Coliseum, the famous the Coliseum Stadium where the Trojans play, USC. So I definitely seen those stadiums. I think it's called BMO. But regardless of that, that's going to be our opponent. And the reason why I know it's our first ever opponent because I watched the game. I watched the game, and unfortunately, I forgot who scored that one. I think it was Vela, who scored that one. I have to double check. But it was one of the more hyped up matches in MLS in quite some time. And then Rodolfo Pizarro scored next week, and then the whole world turned to shit. If you remember, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm kind of rambling. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'm so sorry that I did that. But yeah, we advanced to the quarterfinals, and bring it, LA. Bring it, LAFC. In terms of when they're going to play each other in the quarterfinals, I have no idea. Nobody knows as of yet. They're going to make that schedule now. For what I know right now, which is pretty clear, our next game is against Atlanta United in Atlanta, Georgia. Great. This is going to be a Sunday night soccer matchup, and Miami is looking for blood. They are going to be looking for blood. That's going to be a game to watch. That is definitely going to be a game to watch against Atlanta. And I think Brad Guzan is still their goalkeeper. All right, man. That's going to do it for this one. If you like this one, please hit the like button, subscribe for content because Miami TV gets it back. And when he does, keep it right there with the free entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TV sign off, folks. Audio.